In past videos, I spoke a lot about the reasons to buy gold, so in order to not continue to repeat myself in every single video, please subscribe to our channel and watch those videos after this. After you watch this video, they're all trending, they're doing very well, very informative. Greg and I do a crazy job here. But while we're here, I'm gonna give you a few bullet points on why I personally decided to add gold to my retirement while giving you my cliff notes on how to buy gold with your 401k. Something I did earlier this year, and it's a pretty easy process. It's actually painless. I have a lot better time, an easier time, going to the dentist to get a root canal. It's so easy. Now, during times of market volatility and elevated inflation, many investors turn to precious metals like gold as an investment hedge to help mitigate the risk of stock losses. I personally can't stand the stock market right now. If you've got a 401k account, you might consider using some of your retirement funds to purchase gold or even silver or other precious metals. There's a few other ones you can get as well. Both of these prestigious metals have a lot of use cases, like in this watch right here, among many other things. And they're great ways to avoid losing your portfolio if the stock market crashes, like a lot of people are predicting. Predictions are all over the board right now, you guys. If you're considering adding gold to your 401k, stay with me until the end, and I'll give you an overview of how this works, as well as share my experience and personal journey, along with the reasons why I decided to do this. Now, most 401k accounts are employer sponsored. So let's talk about what that exactly means and how you can navigate around that and get yourself into exposure to gold and silver. Employer sponsored means that your investment decisions could be limited depending on the account that your employer makes available to you. Typically, a 401k plan does not let you go in and buy physical precious metals, but I'm here to tell you that if that's what your situation is, what's called doing a rollover can work wonders. That's what I personally did. And yes, you can use an existing 401k to do a rollover to purchase physical gold. I'll share more with that in a moment. Now, if your current employer-sponsored 401k does not offer any way to buy physical gold, and most of them don't, there are still other techniques to add gold to your retirement portfolio. It's very easy, and it's something that's very misunderstood. There's just not a lot of literature out there. That's why we do this. Now, these options out there include the Gold IRA. That is what I personally have. My money is what's called a Gold IRA. Precious metals individual retirement accounts, IRAs, are retirement accounts that allow you to purchase physical gold, silver, platinum, and even palladium, just as long as the metals are IRS approved, coins, or bar products. Depending on your retirement goals, you can set up these accounts as pre-tax or after-tax, also referred to as the Roth IRA. I won't break that down too much right now. While a precious metals IRA will allow you to buy both physical assets like gold bullion and silver coins, you must pay for both an account custodian, which they walk you through when you choose the right dealer, as well as storage and insurance fees in order to hold your IRA without a penalty. Very important, and I'll talk more on that later as well. A Gold IRA is inside of a self-directed IRA, which is a type of retirement account that can hold alternative investments that other IRA accounts cannot. I personally hold gold, silver, and even real estate in mine. Now, in order to do this, you're gonna need to find a Gold IRA company. Essentially, it's a precious metals brokerage that helps you facilitate this entire transaction. They help you find the depository, they've got relationships with many, as well as the acting as a custodian. Mine's with Equity Trust. They open the account, process the paperwork, and get the money to your account to legally hold these bad boys in your account. They're also the administrative, and they have a management fee, much like your 401k would, so you're not really losing anything there anyways. Now, Gold IRA accounts do have some expenses, and those include setup costs, costs for management, and costs for storage and insurance. So if you're considering a Gold IRA, make sure you have a strong grip on what each company that you're working with offers. Mine's very easy. There was no application fee, and it's only $150 per year to keep the tens of thousands of precious metals I have in a vault in Texas. So very nominal fee for all the money I'm protecting. I feel very safe with that, actually safer than a bank. Now, once you set up your account, you can roll over the funds from your 401k in one of two different ways. One is a direct rollover and the other is an indirect rollover. So let's talk about both. A direct Gold IRA rollover is a process by which you roll over an old 401k or qualified account into a new Gold IRA via the original fund custodian. This is the recommended method for conducting a rollover, since your original fund manager will transfer your funds via wire or check directly to the new account custodian. Very simple. Mine was done with DocuSign. It's just a couple of clicks of the mouse. You authorize some things and bada bing, bada boom, the money is transferred over. Now, you don't even have to be involved in this, and the chances that you could make a mistake are very slim as long as you work with a reputable company. You do not want an IRS penalty. I'll talk about that later as well. An indirect rollover is when you're transferring funds from an existing retirement account to a Gold IRA. In this case, you're going to receive a check with your retirement funds, taking it out of your retirement and getting a check, and then you're responsible for depositing the funds into your new Gold IRA. It's pretty simple. That's why I did the first option, because it's all paperless, and I'll say it again, bada bing, bada boom, it's all transferred, right? So it's kind of fun saying that, but hey, it's an easy process. Like I said, easier than going to the dentist. So again, indirect rollover and direct rollover, those are two ways you can fund your gold 401k. Now, if you don't complete the indirect rollover within 60 days, be mindful of this, the IRS will take that withheld 20% to pay taxes for an early distribution. And if you're younger than the age of 59.5 years old, you'll also be subject to a 10% early withdrawal penalty if the rollover is not completed within 60 days. Guys and girls, do not let this scare you. If you complete this with a company that's reputable, you will not have to worry about this. They will totally pull the ripcord on the transaction before that happens. So make sure you work with a reputable company. We got a quiz below. You can work with any of them and they will make sure the process goes smooth. Maybe even land on the one that I used. Now, if you plan to transfer funds from a pre-tax account like a 401k to an alternate tax account like a Roth IRA, then of course you're gonna have to pay the taxes on the distribution before you can add your funds. And I'm a full transparency type of person, so let me talk about the reasons why I rolled over a portion of my retirement into a gold IRA. For starters, gold is well known as a hedge against inflation. I don't think I need to educate anybody on that. For years, investors have owned gold as a way to store value in the form of bullion, coins, or jewelry. When the dollar drops in value, the value of gold typically increases, which we're seeing right now. This is a reason that investors might consider adding gold like this to your retirement portfolio, just like I did. Similarly, as a safe haven asset, gold prices tend to remain stable or even increase in times of market volatility. The charts don't lie, they're all there, you can see it. Now, like I said, investing in gold does have its benefits, especially during times of economic uncertainty. I don't know about you, but right now we are in uncertain times. Wars, yeah, there's a couple of them. Inflation, don't need to talk about that. Currency that isn't worth the paper it's printed out in. Oh yeah, an upcoming election that will be more savage than some of the games that they play on the Netflix show Squid Game. Seriously, have you guys seen that? Those games they play are absolutely savage. I can't believe what these people do to each other. If you haven't seen it, Google it. Oh my God. The election's gonna be dirty. I promise you that. Just think of the last one, how bad that was. Gold's relatively easy to purchase, right? It's available in many forms. It's also very liquid. So if you change your mind, you can always sell your gold or silver very easily. Every gold company that we link you to below has an excellent buyback program. So again, if you change your mind or it goes way up in value, you can sell it back to them and get back into stocks. Or if you're retiring, just cash out. Whatever your situation is, you can sell it back. You have an out. It's very liquid. The reason financial advisors don't tell you to get gold and silver is because they don't get commissions. It's very easy. I pulled out some of my retirement, about 17%, and I put it in gold and silver. And the main thing to keep in mind when your retirement savings is the what ifs that could happen, right? When 2008 happened, I had several $100,000 in my retirement savings. It's a lot more than that now. But again, we're talking about 15 years ago. I just started saving, but I saw it dwindle in half, even down 70%, while savvy gold and silver investors watched their portfolio rocket up 2,000%. So again, I wish I would have had 17% in these bad boys or coins right about then, because while I watched my stock portfolio tank and heard my financial advisor say,
"Oh, well, you're only in your 20s. Just wait. It's going to come back. You have plenty of time to rebound."
Well, I want it to rebound now. These things went up. I got friends out there on the street that I saw making 2,000% with a portion of their portfolio, yes, while the rest of it tanked, but that kept it all steady. They weren't down 50, 60, 70% like I was. They had a portion that was up here and a portion that was here. So they were somewhere here, while everything of mine was right here. So again, that's why I have money in my retirement account. This was all about how to convert money from your 401k into gold. Hopefully it was informative. Again, if something you want to do to stabilize your portfolio and look, let's be honest, face these uncertain economic times. There's a quiz below. Check it out. A couple of companies we really recommend. They're all vetted. They're all personally good. I worked with one of them in the quiz. See which one you match up with. Follow along for more videos about the economy. I'm Tim from Tim and Greg, Tag Economy. Tim and Greg tag team the economy. Thanks for watching.